Hello and welcome to another edition of the JabJab Show. Now, today, yes, you see, I'm sat right here, and this is another pickups video. So I've got things to do, things that I've picked up in the last few weeks and so on. Videos, DVDs, retro games, and a piano thing. Stay tuned.
Welcome to your doom. Shut it and get over here. Massive uppercuts!
Hello, so like I say, this is a pickup video of all the things I've picked up since my last video of something, and plus there's an unboxing as well. It's all relevant to the things let's talk about on the channel. So like DVDs, videos, retro games and things like that, plus a piano thing, more of which later, so stay tuned. So without further ado, as you can see, I put it in a bag, put all the stuff in a bag just for ease of keeping them together and to not fall out everywhere. From Aldi bag, but stop panicking about all the supermarkets available. So no lawyers will knock on now, because I've explained it's not an advert for them. Anyhow, let's get on with it. The first is, most of the videos are ex-rentals that I've got in here, but this one is what I got from Charity Shop. It's 49p. It's called, as you can see, The Devil at 4 o'clock. I mean, I love the title. It just titles like this, like very evocative titles, they jump out at me, and I thought I'm going to give this a go, because an explosive adventure in a hell on earth. You can imagine the trailer, which I've not seen, nor have I seen the film, something like that, which I love that kind of stuff. Spencer Tracy and Frank Sinatra, one's a priest, one's a criminal, and they have to forcibly bond together, and have to do something or other. Earthquake and volcanic eruptions strike Talua. Father Duna persuades Harry to parachute him into the mountains on a daring rescue mission to an isolated hospital. So there we go. So lots of fun and adventure there. Plus a bit of Sinatra. I don't know if he sings in this. I don't know. Okay, the next the next one is also Charity Shop 49p buy. Ex-rental, lovely stuff. A little bit of scuffing on the top of there, the label as well. This one's called Surviving the Game. Now I do have this. I watched this years ago. This is 90 something. I can't remember exactly the year. But yeah, it's about a guy. I don't know if he's a convict, but he's just Ice-T is in this with Gary Busey and Rutger Hauer. Roy Batty's in there. F-Boy Abraham. There's a quite good cast. Anyway, yeah, he's on the run. I think they surviving the game, so he plays the games in hunt Ice-T in the woods kind of thing. It's a little bit more to it. It's really good. And look, as you can see, Gary Busey is his usual restrained mode. He's not too angry there or something. So yeah, it's good fun. This film. So I picked it up. It's a label inside, both sides really. So it suggests it's an ex-rental plus a big box, which I like, which again, like the evocative titles, big boxes do kind of pique my interest, so to speak. So that one's from the same Charity Shop, probably the same thing. The next lot are also ex-rentals. Now I've got these three from the shop I went to a while back, and you've got a couple of ex-rentals. It's pretty good for bargains and ex-rentals, really obscure stuff. I did a video on a couple of while back. It's a place in Manchester. I got them from, and the first one, Class Act, Couldn't Play. This is from the early 90s, 91, 92. Okay, Kid and Play, as you may or may not know, a couple of guys who made a series of films back in early 90s. They did House Party 1, 2, and I think 3. They did this film, maybe another 1 or 2, but basically. They did one. I've seen it back in the day, and as you see, it promises rude things. A lady there, lady shapes and everything. So yeah, it's good stuff. Display purposes only, not yet certified. So this is pre-cert. This might be worth a bit. I don't know. Pre-certs. Anyone who's into this kind of collecting VHS kind of do go, for a little bit more money. So there's a tape, labels on it, as you can see. It said not yet certified, but it says it's got 15 on there. So make sure you're 15 before you watch it. But I like videos like this because, like I say, it's got the story there of what the film's about. And also selling points. So this tells the video shop where the distributor of this video would like you to put them and how you would sell the film to people going into your video shop and so on. So it stars Christopher Kidd Reid in House Party 2. Pauly Shaw's in it. Rhea Perlman. She was in Cheers apparently. Yes, Dougie Doug was in it. Hanging with the Homeboys, which I have. I've watched it. I've got it on DVD. Hanging with the Homeboys. I used to have it. I got it off video. Me and my mate from back in the day watched it, and it's pretty good. Anyhow, that's a class act. Next one, I saw this and I thought, yeah, mid-80s this. As you can see, Whoopi Goldberg and Bobcat Goldthwait, Zed from Police Academy. There's also a celebrated filmmaking now. There's also some really good stuff. Anyhow, this is 1987, I think. Yeah, it says there. Basically, mismatched cops, mismatched things. This is back in the day of Lethal Weapon, where you'd get like ones of this, ones of that kind of thing. Mismatched kind of people have to buddy up and solve a crime, that kind of thing. So it's very, very much in the. It looks. I've not seen it. I've not seen this film yet, but it very much appears to be that kind of thing. Look, all these hijinks they have in there. It's directed by Hugh Wilson, and I don't know. I've not checked yet. I think he's involved in at least one of the Police Academy films. Obviously, like I say, Bobcat Goldthwait is Zed. He's in the second, third. I don't know, there's in a few of them, so he's one of the highlights. G.W. Bailey's in here as well. Yes, he was Commander Harris in the Police Academy films. So let's open the box. Okay, so labels there, just to show burglar. It's 15, so again, make sure you're 15, very much it. Tape looks in pretty good condition, so does the box. Lovely stuff. I love this stuff. So there we go. Burglar. And talking about Whoopi Goldberg and mismatched cops or mismatched people, that's always fun. I've not seen it, but she's in a film, I think it's called Theodore Rex, where she teams up with a dinosaur. Yes. I don't know if they both become cops. I don't know the full story behind it. I need to find it. I need to get it. It's probably free on the internet somewhere, I don't know, but I'd like to get it on DVD at least. But that's another story. Can't close this properly. Give us a minute. Little burglar, okay? If you've seen any of these, just let me know down below what you reckon. Third one I got from this shop. They had more videos. They had a lot of Star Trek videos and just Steam Train videos and things like that, But these, you got to search, you got to hunt, kind of thing, to find stuff like this. For me, anyway. Gang related. It's related to gangs. It's only for blood of the sister. Anyhow. As you see, James Belushi, Tupac Shakur, Leela Rosham, not sure if she is, James L. Jones and Dennis Quaid. So there you go. There's like cops and robbers shooting each other. And I don't know. I'm not. A great cop thriller, says the Mirror. It's a newspaper in the UK. FHM, which is a defunct lads magazine, says, and I quote, "Hits you like a hail of bullets to the midriff. Slick, streetwise, and super cool." So if you're not going to watch it, you got no reason to not watch it, I should say. As you see, I don't know if it picks up there. Withdrawn from Tameside Libraries. £35. £35. I think that relates to how much, I'm guessing, the library bought it from the distributor. Because, if you think about, they've got videos like the Class Act, which on the inlay has like little pointers for the shops where to put it and so on for maximum exposure and so on. They would buy videos. £35 is pretty cheap actually, because I remember back in the day in a video shop and they'd left a £90, I think it was £90 price sticker on their copy of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And this is like way back when. This is and part 2 came out in 85, but I didn't see it back then. It was like something from maybe the early 90s or something. I saw it in a video shop, and like I said, I forgot to do that. So I knew back then that the video shops would pay that kind of price, and they would then make their money back in theory through rentals and so forth. £3.59, that kind of thing. Anyhow, so £35 just seemed like a decent deal whenever they bought this one. So Tameside Libraries and Heritage, withdrawn from Tameside. There we go. Bit of proof that you. So anyway, Yeah, so another label from. Yeah, they can't emphasise the point enough here. They've got another stamp here, withdrawn from Tameside Libraries. On there, withdrawn from Tameside Libraries. I wonder if they've withdrawn it from Tameside Libraries. Don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, these three from that shop, like I said, in Manchester, they don't have any price tag on their price stickers than the shop from Manchester. So I said to the guy, yeah, okay, I can have these. He goes, how much are they? I don't know. So I went over the little section where the videos are. That's £3 in. So it says £9. So I thought, I don't really want to pay that. It's like having an eye. Because how much do you want to pay for it? I said, well, £2 each. I said, okay then. So I said, oh, okay, here's a tenner. So I went back behind the counter, and there's another guy there with him. And a similar thing happened the last time I bought videos off them. I was only got a really good deal. So he gave him a tenner. The other guy, I think, owns a place, and he was busy talking to someone about whatever he was, and he opened the till, put the tenner in, had no change, and he said, "Oh, have you got £4?" And the other guy was still talking to this other like punter, whatever, and he said, he just turned to me because the guy was actually busy, and he goes, "Oh, have you got any have you got any change on you?" I said, "Not really." I had about £2.80 or something. I said, that'll do. But he did a nervous look to the guy. He goes, that'll do. Yeah. So I got these for £2.80, which is a really good deal. I don't look these up on eBay. I don't know how much they're worth. I don't know. Anyway, next lot is video games. I've actually got retro games, and these are from, well, these two in particular are from a shop in Stockport Centre, which they've had a lot of adverts saying that they buy retro games as well, but until fairly recently I've actually seen the retro games. So anyway, I saw this. £3. I've not played it. I played NBA Jam. That's really good on the Super Nintendo. NBA All-Star Challenge. £3 for it's a steal. Well, they're giving the prices of the Super Nintendo games now on eBay. I mean, as a rule, this is a sports game. Sports games do tend to not just about FIFA, but other games, sports games like that. They do tend to be on the lower price range, if you will. Also, I'll say £3. Bought this a few days ago. Saw this, then we went in the following day because I was a bit pushed for time, so I couldn't buy it when I first saw it. Global Gladiators on the Mega Drive. Not played it. It's a platformer, looks like. And look, this is what we all look like in the 90s. All these 90s-esque people. And you see McDonald's, sponsor it. I don't know how much creative input they had into this game. I've not looked into it that much. I mean, I remember this game coming out back in the day, but never played it, like I say. So what you do, according to the thing at the back, the blurb, you strap on your goo shooter and join Mick and Mac, the global gladiators, on a quest to neutralise the monsters of the Slime World, the Mystical Forest, Toxie Town, and Arctic World. Check out the bodacious backgrounds. So the word of the day, bodacious. The 1,250 awesome animation frames and the most spacious sound around. So it talks a pretty good game. I'm going to count all 1,250 animation frames, and even if it's a one less than 1,250, I'll send a letter to him saying, look, where's your other animation gone? I'm furious. No, seriously, it looks pretty good. I don't know if any of that's picking up on the camera. But yeah, check it out. It looks alright. It's like a platformer, I guess. Platform adventure game. 12 levels, 1 player, peripherals. You can use a control pad or control stick. And by Virgin Games, who's done a lot of good stuff back in the day. 1992. So, or 1993. I guess in 1993. Another couple of video games. We got these two from the car boot sale recently. 50 cent multi-proof. Well, I don't know. Is he multi-proof? I know he's apparently shot a few times, and he goes on about it. But you've got. I've not played this. It's an 18, so violent, I guess. You can act tough. That's which I like doing. Working with the G Unit soldiers and people I've not heard of. It also stars Eminem as Detective Mick Vicker and Dr. Dre as a streetwise war veteran. 4 CDs worth of 50 Cent G-Unit music, including blah blah blah. You know, there's tons of stuff on it. If you're into your Friddy, I think that's what the youth call him, then you know it's like 50p or something that cost me. Another one that I've not played, but I know the heritage of it for the Wii, which, you know, in the criteria I have for what is retro, is probably retro now. What I tend to do, you can have an argument about this if you want. Everyone's got their own version of what retro is, what systems are retro and so forth. Is with the advent of the Switch coming out, the Wii, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest, the Nintendo Wii, is 2 consoles old, you know. I think the only game that was released fairly recently, is a Just Dance video game, I should say, which, you know, it is a game. I don't know, there's a bunch of karaoke stuff happening. Anyway, so maybe the Wii is retro, I don't know. But anyway, I got this 50p, you know, Excite truck. You know, if you remember Excite Bike from the NES, it's like, you know, Nintendo get back to their old stuff, like they did a thing with Kid Icarus a little while back. But, you know, it's reviving stuff. So kids, Excite Truck, you know, I'll have it go. I'm not a fan of the whole motion control stuff. You know, that might be just me. So, also what I got from the car boot sale is a bunch of VHS tapes, blank VHS tapes, because you might know I've recently purchased a VHS camera, big on the shoulder kind of job, which takes full size things, and you can't get these. You know, these are Tesco. Other supermarkets probably had their own brand back in the day. So these 3-hour videotape, you know, you can get various things. You can get up to 4 hours, and if you put it on long play, you get 8 hours. That's mad as heck. I mean, £6, so I could use these from the camera. That's what I have videotapes upstairs, like hundreds of them upstairs. I could probably use them and stuff, but get new ones. Anyway, they were £1. Okay, next lot is there's various DVDs. So let's have a look. Yeah, lovely stuff. This is I purchased recently. This is Monty Python box set. Okay. Guess how many discs are in here? All the discs are present. But guess how many discs? No, higher. No, we'll be here all day. There's 14 discs in here, 14 of them. Because it's got almost everything it says here. But yeah, Monty Python is a big influence on me growing up. Anyone who's known me for absolutely years knows the influence Monty Python has had on me and my growing up, and my sense of humour and things like that. I don't know. So yeah, so you got all the films, I think. You've got the 4 series, which has all the famous catchphrases like he's not the Messiah, he ceased to be, or something like that. No, seriously, you know, I love all that stuff. You know, Monty Python. I've got them all on video. Well, I've got most of the films. I can't find My Life with Brian on video. I've got them upstairs, but it's all there anyway. Bloody lovely. I didn't pay a lot of money for it. I was going in to look for something else. I saw that. I thought that's a steal for the price. Anyway, next one, Jagged Edge. It's got a fly tag on. Paid £1. Charity shop thing. Jagged Edge. Yeah, Glenn Close is in here. Jeff Bridges. I don't think I've seen this one. It's directed by Richard Marquand, who Star Wars fans might know. He directed Return of the Jedi. When did this come out? 1985, so a couple of years after Jedi. Next one, Mortal Kombat Queen, which is a film that kind of passed me by. I know of Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat, what's the other one called? Annihilation. I've got them both upset on video. 50p, I thought this looks a bit rubbish. I know they've done it on a TV series way back when, and there's some animated stuff out there. I've got a cartoon, I think, somewhere. Yeah, got Kung Lao's in it, Noob Saibot, Kiwi, whoever, I don't know, Siri, Kiro, Zero, I don't know, people. So Shao Kahn's in there, so it does have links. It's not just making a whole bunch of new people. Like Bert wants to fight Reg. Reg has the power of assumption, and he drinks milk. You know, they don't make it up on top of the Reds. I think they must have some license, somewhat. They're allowed to use some of the characters from the games. Anyway, next one. This is one of my mate Scott in America. He's he requested me to watch this. He didn't say make a video on it. He's not demanding as such. But The Girl with All the Gifts, I missed this at the cinema. That's supposed to be really good. It's got a lot of 4-star, 5-star reviews. It's got Paddy Considine, which I'm a big fan of. It's got stuff on there. Well, it's not got any extras, I don't think. Next one I've got is Made in Britain by Alan Clark. He's done a lot of awesome stuff. He did Scum, a couple of versions of that. Check that out. It's a very important British film. I feel anyway. I know a lot of people who love it as well. And also The Firm with Gary Oldman. There's a remake a few years back as well, but watch the original. Gary Oldman is great in that film. So yeah, Made in Britain. I've probably seen it years ago. I don't know. Special edition has an interview with Tim Roth. There he is, Tim Roth, Mr. Orange. Is it Mr. Orange? I think so. Interview with David Leyland, and yeah, it's good stuff. Guyver, Dark Hero. Okay, I'm a big fan of the Guyver. A big fan of 90s manga. Okay, I've got a few videos upstairs and so on. This is one of the live action films they did. I'll quote from the thing, the back of the DVD. The Guyver is the ultimate weapon, a mysterious mecha of alien design. When activated, the unit interfaces with the human subjects, transforming them into powerful combatants. So, they basically what it is. And in the Japanese manga, to activate, you go Guyver! Like that, and stuff happens, and he can do a lot more stuff. I'm not sure. I've not seen I think there's 2 films of the guy, but I've seen one of them years ago. These are quite old. These films. It was 1994. So there's another one, I think. So yeah, I just picked that up from. I don't know if it's charity shop or what, but I picked that up for pretty cheap. Dark Hero. Okay. So now you're thinking, put this over here. I'm making space because this thing is quite hilariously big, as I've heard before. Haha. Anyway, yeah. So what's this piano thing I've been going on about, or something? Well, this is a bit of a find. It's not going to fit in one shot. This is madness. This is a bit. Things are falling on the floor. This. I don't know how much of that is in shot, to be honest. I don't know if you can read that. This is a music expansion system for the Commodore 64 and 128. Well, basically, a keyboard that can, I'm guessing, connect to the Commodore 64 and be able to play my music. I'm not sure if you can record what you've done. I'm guessing there's something like that. So yeah, music keyboard. This cost me £3. I thought, okay, delayed action and falling. The box is in pretty good condition. It's a full-size piano type, 5 octaves, 61 notes, plug-in keyboard, compatible with all included software. This cost me £3. I don't think they knew what they had. I know of it. I think I knew of it, but I'd never come across it until then. Just had it propped up against other stuff. I thought, how much is that? I might make a video of me playing on it because, me intro to my videos on the channel. That's me playing a little. There's a little program called Pulse Boy. It's it comes up, you download. It's a really small file, and you can do little notes and stuff. In the style of a Game Boy kind of music, and that sorts me. There's my composing there. Very simple. I'd say very simple kind of. I did and a for months about it. So yeah, I wanted something that sounded. When I'm doing that at the end, I wanted something that sounded positive. Then beforehand when I got my animated me fighting my other me as Neff from Altered Beast, so I've inverted the colours now. I did like a boss music type, so that's why I know that's my thinking. I'm not a musician, but so don't expect me to be as good as people on there. So this is an unboxing, celebrated. So this is genuinely, I've not seen inside this box until now. Things. The sound expander, you can expand your sound, I'm guessing. That's probably, there's a port probably goes in the back of the Commodore 64. Okay, and this is the main bug of itself. a bit dusty. Okay, lovely stuff. Look at the size of that bugger. Someone's helpfully put the notes on there. Picking it quite well. It's a big full-size keyboard. This is pretty good. So you've got the full range. Well, I don't know, full range. I'd say quite dusty, lovely. Great stuff. So I can play a few things. Not that, obviously not plugged in that, but you know. The problem is, I'm guessing there's no instructions. And I'm guessing without reading it, I can do a bit of investigating online. Probably get the instructions online. It looks like, I don't know. Oh, let's have a look. I'm just gonna have a look. I'm gonna knock stuff over with this. Anyway, okay. So I think that might fit into the back of the Commodore 64 computer itself. And in there, I'm guessing, you need a cartridge of some kind? Maybe should we get a cartridge with this? That might knock down the valuation a little bit if there's no cartridge. Again, if we get the instructions, it'll say what you need for it. But I've got the power. I guess the computer will act as a power. There's no plug here. There's the wires and stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's for the TV. These connect to the TV. The red, yellow, whites. So you'll have the picture of, I'm guessing, the keyboard notes or something on your TV. But it looks like I need a cartridge to go in there to maybe save your stuff onto. I really don't know. I'll have to see. I'll probably make a separate video of testing it, because I have a Commodore 64. I've done a few game things on it. I'm interested into, how good this is, how versatile this is. I mean, I'm guessing for 61 keys or whatever it says, 61 notes, then you can do quite a lot of stuff with it. I don't know how about multi-track. I don't know when this came out. I don't think it says on the box. Ow, no, it doesn't say on the box, I don't think. It's just got the same, this design on this side is the same on the other side, so I don't think, it says producing more than one country, which I don't know why they would say that, but I don't know. So there we go, there's me with more of my stuff. So like I say, I do want to make a video on this. State my hands now, look at that, no, seriously, I love this. I love all this dirt, dust, and where has it been over the past years? When you find a VHS rental and it's been on a shelf or in a garage or in a loft somewhere, and so the adventures and the stories it can tell, great stuff. I love all this stuff. Look at that. Yeah, anyway, I'm getting a bit weird now perhaps. So any of these that you've seen in the video, just let me know if you want to make a video on it. Just let me know, and like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends and everything. And what's the other thing I say? I don't know. And in the words of the new Cyrus, send the word.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.